Hello guys and welcome to a brand new career mode here on F1 2022. We are starting in the F2 cars and this will determine what team we will be running in F1 23 when it comes out in just over 2 weeks time, or a little bit less than 2 weeks time, probably a week. But yes, we're diving into this F2 career mode to kickstart our F1 23 career mode. So starting off with the basics then of just putting in our characters' details, and then we will get straight into the racing. It's only going to be a 3-track calendar for this quick F2 career mode, nothing too serious. And we are also turning off the dynamic racing line. We're not going to be using racing line in the new game, and so we're going to turn it off now, and this is how we're going to start learning the tracks without it on. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. The AI are going to be set to 100, I believe. So this is going to be very, very difficult. But hey, it's a learning curve, and we're going to see how we get on. So choosing our crash helmet now, just a standard one. No point in making a custom one. Don't want to go into too much detail on this career mode. It's just going to be a quick, short career mode, just to fill in the gap between now and F1 23. And it's going to be an interesting one. So selecting our team now, we're going to jump straight into the Prema as we look at the Mercedes Driver Academy. Going to hopefully start in the Williams if they choose us for F1 23. Going to start from the bottom and make our way up. Anyway, heading straight into one-shot quali now. As we look, obviously one set of tyres, medium, going straight on preset 4. And here we go then, the start of our first lap in this career mode. Bahrain International Circuit. Down into turn 1, have had no practice at all. So we're going to have to guess where our braking point is. Just after 100 meter board, get it turned in, just about missing the apex there by quite a bit. Up to turn 2 as we drop straight down into 22nd place. Not a good start on this lap. Heading up now into turn 4, I believe, not too sure. Again, missing the apex, braking a little bit too late. Into the fast, sweeping right-hander and left. We actually nailed this one pretty good. Into the very tight hairpin and getting the braking point spot on here and clipping that apex nicely. Now obviously up the hill now into this dreaded left-hand turn. Take the car out wide and hit the apex there. Nicely done. Probably the best I've done that without the racing line, so really pleased with that. Still in 22nd place now. Not looking good at the moment. We need something a little bit special into this final sector. Into left-hander we go. Hit the braking point. Just about right there. Didn't go too late as we got a little bit wide. Turning in right now. Flicking the car full throttle. And running a little bit wide there. Hitting the apex now on the second to last corner. Now the run down the back straight. Can we gain any positions? We're up to 10th now actually. So we've gained quite a lot into the last corner. Can we keep this momentum going? Again, just about missed the apex. Doesn't cost us too much. DRS is now wide open and across the line to start 10th place in the feature race. There's no sprint race in this F2 career mode. It is just a feature race. And so we'll be starting at 10th.
Is all set for the race tomorrow, but before we go, let's quickly
with obviously Granier Joe starting on pole position. Obviously this is 21 F2 cars. Obviously Granier Joe already in F1. Marcus Armstrong in second. Jack Aiken in third. Our teammate Oscar Piastri in 4th place. And obviously us actually all the way down in 9th place. We actually gained a place towards the end there. So starting ahead of Roy Lasani. And here we go then, guys, into the feature race. There's hope for a good result here on our first race in F2. Only 8 laps, so no pit stops. Only an 8-lap race. It's going to be pedal to the metal. Let's see how many positions we can gain in 8 laps. Top 5 would be a great start.
Welcome to Sakir and the Bahrain International Circuit, where the grid is forming up, ready for today's race. Plenty of opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit for these young F2 drivers to show what they can do. The best passing opportunity right up there at turn 1, and we should see plenty of action there. But there's another not long after at turn 4. There are 9 right-handers and 6 left-handers, and the possibility that we could see some flat spots at the tightest of those left-handers, that's turn 10. Let's take a look at the grid positions for today's race. Guan Yu Zhou lines up on pole position, and it's Marcus Armstrong in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Aitken, Piastri, Zendelli, and Tictum, Samaya, Daruvula, Aprema, Roy Nissani, Vips, Lundgaard, Richard Verschoor, and Sato, Deleda, Lawson, Porcher, and Felipe Drugovich, Viscal, Boschon, Fittipaldi, and David Beckman starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Here we go then. Obviously heading down to the track now. Oh, cutting too soon. I'll wait for the commentators to finish off.
How on earth do you make the tyres last around this track? They degrade so quickly.
To be honest, the key to the race is having a good start so you can get your car into a good position. Then save the tires as much as you can and push just at the end.
Alright then, here we go then for the start of the feature race.
Left. You still have a chance at the title, but going to need some special performances. See what you can do, mate.
Yeah, thanks Mark. You tried climbing up from 9th place to 1st in 8 laps. Here we go then. It is 5 red lights. And away we go for part 1 of this career mode. Not a decent start, although we got Daruvula just ahead of us, Nissani going up the inside, making it 3 wide here into turn 1. And Nissani actually diving it down the inside. A bit of contact between us and Daruvula. We're going 3 wide into turn 2, just about keep it clean. And we actually come out ahead of Nissani and Daruvula, so already up to 8th place. A great start. As again, the AI brake a little bit too early up into turn 3, and we take down the inside of Dan Tictum with Samaya just ahead. Go a little bit wide here into the fast S section. That's going to cost us a little bit of time now. Dan Tictum right up behind us now as we head into the hairpin. We've got to be so careful. Obviously damage is on simulation. We've got to be so careful not to tag anyone ahead of us. And obviously flashbacks is also disabled as well, so going hardcore in this career mode. No flashbacks, damage on simulation, and it's going to be a hardcore career mode. Anyway, back to the race. We hit the apex nicely though, actually hit the breaking point really well there as we aim to try and get past Samaya. Actually closing in within 3 temps. Obviously DRS enabled 3 laps into the race. And we're looking good here. We might try and make a move into the last corner here. Nope, going to settle behind him, brake a little bit later, so that's going to give us a decent exit out of the last corner here. We've got a good run here on Samaya as Guan Yu Zhou sets the fastest lap of the race. Slipstream not so powerful in these F2 cars. We look to the inside, see if we can force Samaya into making a late defensive move. As we send it down the inside of Samaya into turn 1, Samaya takes the inside line. We're on the outside line. We get the better exit. And we jump ahead of Samaya and up into 6th place. So a great start here on lap 2. As we brake way too late, Samaya tries to take us on the inside, but obviously the outside line being a better line on F122. But again, getting that S section a little bit wrong there, and Samaya closes up behind us. I tell you what, with the racing line off, it's fun, but oh my god, it is hard work. It is very hard work indeed, but it's something I want to do moving forward into the next game. As we have a massive lock up there downhill section, we lose a position to Samaya and Dan Tictum. And so we're down 2 places, all that hard work, and we've got to do it again. Sorry, my voice is actually starting to crack a little bit, so do excuse me on that. Absolutely gutting. A little bit of a lock-up on the front tyres, and it's cost us 2 positions. All that hard work going out the window as we look to try and go around the outside there of Dan Tickton. Never going to work there. The AI braking a little bit early around that corner. Not sure why. Anyway, into the last corner we go. Again, braking just that tad later than the AI to try and close in on the exit. But Dan Tickton actually gets the better exit out of the last corner. And DRS is now enabled. See what we can do heading into the turn one rather. Too far back to make any kind of move on Dan Tickton. As Dan Tickton gets a little bit squiggly coming out of turn 2 there. The tyre deg is so bad around this track. The tyres are already starting to go off. Especially as it's a short race, the tyre wear is going to be increased. Into the S section we go then. We actually nailed that pretty well. Didn't do too badly, hitting some of the apexes. And we close in on Dan Tickton. Now heading into this horrible downhill section. Let's try and get the braking right here. No lock up as Dan Tickton makes a mistake, locks up. We take the inside, but we get a horrible exit. And unfortunately we lose out to Dan Tickton there. But Dan Tickton having a massive lock up. Obviously the outside line being OP on this game. So Dan Tickton holds on to 7th position. And we're actually gaining quite a bit here on Dan Tickton. See if we can make any kind of move here. And again the AI braking very early there. And we get a great run here on Dan Tickton. As Tickton looks to make a defensive move on the inside. We're going to try and go around the outside. But Tickton braking later than us. We try and go for the switchback, but we don't get the exit we want. But DRS is now enabled. Tickton unfortunately has DRS as well, but we are gaining on Tickton.
8 seconds.
Tickton looks to the inside. We're going to try and go around the outside. Brake a little bit later, but Tickton brakes just a bit later than us. We're going to hold the outside. We're going to get the inside line now for turn 2. And we make that move stick on Tickton, and we are now back up to 7th place. With Samaya again just ahead of us. Starting to learn the circuit a little bit more now, getting that little bit of confidence going now. But again, we go a little bit wide on the exit there and it compromises us. Back up here into the downhill section. Braking a little bit earlier. We do not want a repeat of lap 2, I believe, where we had that massive lockup that cost us 2 positions. We are actually gaining on Samaya. 1.1 seconds is the gap currently between us and Samaya. So we're closing in, getting into a rhythm on this track. And actually now we're within DRS range already of Samaya. Probably a little bit too far back to make any kind of move into turn 1 when we get DRS. As we look back behind us to see where Tickton is, but he is too far back to make any kind of move into turn 1. So our priority is Samaya. As we close in, but we brake way too late, having another lockup into turn 1. Can't get the braking right into turn 1 at the moment, and that's cost us a little bit of time to Samaya, and Tickton has closed in as well. Got to be so careful with the brakes in these F2 cars. You can't brake as late as what you can in an F1 car, and it is costing us a lot of time here. Obviously no pit stops, so we are carrying this tyre all the way to the end here as we actually get that braking point done pretty well actually. And we've closed in a lot on Samaya. Within 5 temps we've got DRS. Samaya lifting off there quite a bit, and we close right onto the back of him now. The AI braking a little bit earlier, and we get a good run here on Samaya into the last corner. Samaya going a little bit defensive, gives us just about enough room. We try to switch back again, but Samaya parking it on the apex there. That's going to cost us a little bit on the exit, but even still, we've got DRS. We're going to go down the inside here.
Catching the car ahead. Well,
Can we make this move stick into turn 1? Into turn 1 we go, but we braked too late again. Massive lockup, gone mega wide there, and we've lost the position to Samaya, and Tictum makes a move on us, but thankfully we hold Tictum off again. Turn 1. Can't get the braking right. Braking way too late into turn 1, and costing us a potential position there. So again, we've got to make up time to Samaya. But again, we're just on the edge of a second now, so we're already closing in on Samaya. Down into this downhill section. We could possibly go a little bit wider there. We're kind of taking that corner a little bit too shallow, which is costing us on the exit. We have in a second now of Samaya. So hopefully we'll get DRS down the start-finish straight as the back end steps out on us there, and we were really lucky to keep that on track. The tyres are now starting to scream around this track. This tyre deck is so high around here, and with all the lockups, it's just absolutely killing our tyre wear. So into the last corner we go. I do apologise, I just hit the mic, so I do apologise for that. DRS are wide open, but still too far back to make any kind of move into turn 1, as we now on the penultimate lap of this feature race. And we actually gain a lot. We actually nailed the braking zone there. A little bit of a front lockup though, but it didn't cost us too much time. And we're now 4 tenths behind Samaya. Again, this straight not long enough to really make a move of being 4 tenths back, so we're going to have to sit behind here, try and keep within a second through the S section, and hopefully get him in the second DRS zone. Right on the back of Samaya here. With a dirty air, we've got to be so careful into this braking zone. Don't want to lock up any front tyres, otherwise we'll be going wide again. Decent exit. DRS is wide open. But again, we are just a little bit too far back. We tried to see if we could force Samaya into a defensive move, but nothing happening there for us there. Oh, again, the AI braking so early there. We almost run into the back of him. The car stepping out on us on exit there. That's cost us a little bit of time. So into the last corner we go. DRS will be available for us.
Okay, this is your final lap.
Samaya makes the move to the inside line, and we're going to take the outside line again. Into turn 1 we go. Samaya braking a lot later than us, takes the inside line, a little bit of contact but no damage, thankfully. And Samaya holds us off, but again, we don't actually get DRS here. Strangely enough, I thought we would get DRS, but no. As we send it up the inside of Samaya here with no DRS, Samaya with the outside line, going to get a better exit here, but we're going to keep to the inside line. Into the next corner we go, and we take 6th place away from Samaya on the last lap. Can we hold it for the next couple of laps on this, couple of corners rather, on this last lap of the race? Our teammate Oscar Piastri up in 5th position there, 2 seconds ahead, so there's no way we're going to get past him. If we can hold this 6th place, it would be a decent start to this career mode. Oh, but we've massively outbraked ourselves, and Samaya doesn't actually gain too much time on us there, so we got away with that. In actual fact, he lost a bit of time. So Samaya also outbraking himself. But I think we're going to hold on to this 6th place as we head into the last corner now. Guan Yu Zhou takes the win. And we take 6th place to kick off this career mode. Decent start to this career mode. With racing line off for the first time. I will take that. 6th place we finish on this round 1 of the F2 League in this career mode. Good start. Brilliant start. Really enjoyed that.
And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
This race, this week, was about one thing and one thing only: consistency. Anyone can be quick for just one lap, but there's a difference between that and being quick every lap, over and over and over. If you can do that, if you can gain ground when your opponents make mistakes, but then not make mistakes on your own, you can just push and push.
Here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Virtuosi then are on top today.
So there we are then, guys. The end of the first part of this career mode. And Guan Yu Zhou takes the first win. And I really enjoyed that race. Really enjoyed it. Racing line off. Brilliant. Absolutely loved it.
It's a good result for Guan Yu Zhou, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
It's a difficult call, but I'm going to give it to the Prema driver. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in the wheel-to-wheel situation. They showed maturity and patience.
On to the teams then. Virtuosi moved to the top of the table. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So there we go, guys. We also get driver of the day. What a great start. Brilliant start to this career mode. Like I said, really enjoyed that. There's something about having the racing line off that just brings a new dimension to this game. Absolutely loved it. And not far off the fastest lap of the race. We did a 140.9 with Guan Yu Zhou doing a 40.6. So not far off at all, rather. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you did enjoy this first part of the career mode. Please leave a like, leave a comment below, and we will catch you next time for the British Grand Prix as we continue in this career mode. Take care, guys, and we will see you very soon. Thank you and goodbye.